Hello everybody, this is the introverted comedian and we are going to play ELEX or ELEX or call it whatever you want to call it. This is a game from THQ Nordic and Piranha Bytes. They've been the ones who released one of my all-time favorite video games called Gothic. A game that's getting a remake and it's set to be released later this year, apparently. It's been actually remade for some time. It's still carrying on with doing it. Well, they are carrying on with setting up the last details, apparently. This game is ELEX is not necessarily related to it, but the combat system and some of the features are similar to Gothic. Now there are a couple of games in the Gothic series. There was Gothic 1, Gothic 2, Gothic 3, which were basically related, and then there was Gothic something for Arcania or something like that, which wasn't necessarily that clearly related to them. And there are a couple of more videos released by the same company, similar in gameplay. So I have played this one as well as ELEX 2 a couple of times, but there's been a few years since I last played it. So it's time to go for a new game. Now I do enjoy
Magalan, home to a civilization
story, so I will
of
be playing
millions,
it on easy.
until the comet hit.
Basically, the
Earthquakes
story
shattered its
takes
cities.
place on Magalan
Firestorms swept the planet.
planet.
And as Magalan fell into darkness, the survivors faced a world that was unrecognizable.
And it's kind of a
Fighting amongst the
post-apocalyptic
ruins
world
of the
over
old
here.
world, new factions arose. The Berserkers, the Clerics, the Outlaws, each with their own vision of the future. But it wasn't only the struggle for scarce old world resources
So
that drove
as you
them,
can see, there are a
for
couple
the
of
comet
factions
had brought
fighting
something new.
over the new world.
ELEX, an element unknown to Magalan. It could fuel technology, change
This is
the evolution
basically
of life,
just like the name
open
of
new
the
abilities to those with the
game,
will to control
the
it.
ELEX,
For the clerics, it drove new technological innovation. For the
something
outlaws,
that
drugs
actually
to free their
changes
minds.
people
To berserkers,
if they
it gave the
consume
power
it.
of magic. Seduced by ELEX's power, some began to consume it. Addicted, overwhelmed, most degenerated into vicious, mindless mutants.
Yeah, so
But there were
basically
some who could
both
control their addiction.
people and
To
animals
them, at the
get
cost of their
changed by the
emotions,
ELEX.
ELEX offered strength, focus, and stamina. These people called themselves the Albs. Seemingly
And the
unstoppable,
fourth faction
the Albs
comes
have
into
waged
play,
war on
the
all
Albs.
who will stand between them and their need to obtain ELEX. Advancing from the frozen wastes of Zakor and their fortress Ice Palace, the Albs threaten the future of all the factions on Magalan. Now, as Alb forces prepare their final assault, Jax, renowned Alb commander, is sent on a solo mission. One Alb, selected to change the fate of Magalan.
Yeah, so this guy, Jax, is the main character of the story. As you can see, he has a mission. And he's heading towards Magalan. But apparently his ship gets attacked by someone. And not only it gets attacked, it gets damaged. And as you can see, he ends up crashing. So basically the elves not only had extra power due to their consumption of ELEX, but they also had very good technology.
Jax, you've failed your mission. You know our directive. There can be only one
So
consequence
apparently
for
Jax's
failure.
brother Kallax comes after him. Apparently their missions are vital. If you cannot do them, you're supposed to be eliminated. Now, since they do consume the ELEX, they actually lose their feelings. They basically become emotionless. And to make it even worse, Jax gets himself robbed of all of his equipment. So now you need to explore a whole new world. What makes it even harder for Jax is the fact that they were receiving ELEX constantly.
I better move before they come back to finish the job. And
Their
I better find the weapon.
Settlement. So now it's kind of hard for him. As you can see, you can actually get some herbs. And I think I took a potion without actually needing to. You've got a couple of attributes which are related to what faction you will choose and things like that, and what powers you have. You have an iron bar, which you can use to attack things. As you can see, you've got different slots for weapons. You've got one-handed weapons, two-handed weapons, guns, heavy guns. You can even use magic and so on. You've got armor for a couple of places. You've got healing potions, chems. This will be something that we will talk about in some future episode. There are some plants you can actually use to heal yourself. There's different tools, keys, materials, gems that can be socketed, and you've got your mission here. Basically at this point is to survive. You've got the map of the world. Unfortunately, there's not much you can see. This is basically the home of the Alps. This is some temporary settlements for some people of all factions. This is, I think, the desert where the outlaws live. Somewhere around this area you can find the clerics, and this over here, somewhere around this area, you can find the berserkers who are using magic. Yeah, so as I was saying, basically you need to survive. As you can see, you do have a starting weapon. Got an iron bar. It's not much, but it's better than anything. Make sure that you actually collect sorry, you collect these plants and try to keep them. Maybe you can use them later. You can see I even found some arrows over here. Basically, if those plants cannot be used directly, you can at least trade them for something. As you can see, there are other plants as well. It's not just the healing ones, but the poison leaf, the flame leaf, which add some other things. You can actually see the type of ammunition that you found out about. Basically, the game inventory will notify you that you've discovered something new. Once you do so, you can jump. You can roll. So basically, you can actually use this to dodge. I do think that the game will teach me how to do it. If I remember well, there is kind of a tutorial. So now it's time to go forward. Yeah, so there we go. The game will show you that you need to climb or jump.
The ELEX is gone from my system. I feel weak. Think.
Yeah, so just as Jax says,
my weapons, my armor.
he doesn't actually have ELEX in his system anymore.
No, if Calyx had seen I was still alive.
So now his emotions are returning to him.
Someone else. This is Idan, enemy territory. If Calyx returns,
there are also some mana plants around. These will help you replenish your mana, which is usually used in spells, well, like most other games. And as you can see, you have some enemies. Which can actually be quickly defeated. In the beginning, you will take their meat. But I think later on you can actually take more than just meat from them as you progress with these abilities. So I think there is one related to hunting as well. Yeah, there we go, we've got animal trophies. So basically later on you'll be able to get some different parts of animals. Someone was nice enough to leave a healing potion over here. There's also a mental energy reserve. This is something that clerics use, as far as I remember. You can actually get yourself over here. I think there's a couple more plants. Apparently I found some other creature, and you can actually parry by using L2 in my case, or evade. Yeah, so you actually have a heavy shot. I couldn't do it, unfortunately. Each of the animals will give you some experience once you kill them, or whatever else you'll fight. Yeah, so I even found myself some natural ELEX. When it comes to natural ELEX, you want to keep it for later on during the game. It's is an important resource which you will need. I managed to get an amulet and another potion. I don't think I've ever been in this area, but it's a good thing I came now. Yeah, so as you can see, you can equip the new amulet. Got water bottles, more plants that I discovered, some other things, the natural ELEX. As you can see, you can actually consume it straight away. It will give you resistance to frost, but it is much too valuable to actually do that. Later on it can be turned into some special potions, but we will get to it once I get to that point of the game. So you can actually simply jump down, you don't have to perform anything special. Yeah. Also, as you could see, let me see. The piece of equipment, the amulet that I found, will also add a +1 in lockpicking. So basically now when I'm trying to lockpick something, I should be better at it. Basically I gained 1 level out of 3. Yeah, so over here you can find the
crony units. It looks like it took a lot of damage in the crash. That's
mini robot that actually helps Jax. Each of the halves has one, and you get another mission. Now, since I haven't played the game in quite a long time, I'm not that used to it anymore. As you can see, you can mark it on the map, or you can just unmark it. And this is basically just part of the companions. There are a few companions Jax can find in his journeys. Let me see. As you can see, people are smoking. I think there should be some more enemies around. Yeah, so I actually found myself a bow, some more arrows, some more, which you will need later on. Basically, this early in the game you want to loot as many things as you can. You can see you can even climb. Yeah, so let me get to that bow. Yeah, so I even found some wine. Fortunately, they don't have a expiry date like in some other games, so you're safe. These are materials you can use for various activities later. And usually what comes under other are consumable, are things you can actually sell. As you can see, there's also some gemstones you can socket into various pieces of equipment. And I've also managed to get myself a bow. You can equip it, and of course you can have it in a inventory slot. As you can see, there's more ways of shooting it. can't remember exactly how you go between them. Yeah, so I'll just not use it for the moment, since I do need the arrows later.
Rotting technology from the old world. That's all that's here. I'd better move on.
Yeah, so there we go, there's another small rat over here, another one, and there's also a big one. The reason why you actually need to get the smaller rats is because experience is quite vital in this game. Without getting to a decent fighting level, you will basically be into trouble even with the smallest things. Once again, early game, try to loot as much as possible. I found some picklocks, which is good. You can actually interact with things, you can sit, but it doesn't do much. See, you can actually climb things. I was hoping to find something on top of that. I didn't. Yeah, so basically loot as many things as you can. There we go, more. And I even found a piece of a map over here. Some shotgun shells. Apparently there will be shotguns at some point. See, I have myself another friend over here. Some ELEX. Basically, the ELEX, we'll get to it in a couple of seconds. Yeah, so the map piece is added to the written contents that you can collect. You can collect recipes, audio logs, and some various items. Let's see where that ELEX was. Basically, the ELEX is the currency in this world. There you go. You can see it on the right side of the screen. I have one piece of ELEX. As I said, this will become the currency. So when you sell various things, you will sell them for ELEX. And of course, when you need to buy things, you will have to use ELEX. Now, as you can see, you need to actually turn the camera around a little bit in order to see inside some things. It doesn't go automatically. Yeah, so it's time to actually get out of this tower. So this is when the first chapter begins. As it says, the hunt begins.
I'm here in enemy territory. What was Calyx doing here so far from Zakor? If I want answers, I need to find him. And, for that, I'll need weapons and equipment.
Yeah, so as you can see, one of the first missions is to use the elevator. Now, since there's no other way to go, this is the only one. You can go this way. There's some magnesium torch over here. You can use these as exactly what it says, torches. You just throw them to the ground. Apparently there was something up there, but I cannot reach it at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, so the quest log now added campaign of vengeance. Basically, Jax will need to get some answers from his brother, and part of the survive quest, you need to use the elevator, which is over here. Unfortunately, you cannot choose the direction, so it will automatically go down. I don't
Evacuation
trust what
sequence
can be
initiated.
here.
Remain calm and proceed to the indicated exits immediately. Follow all
Apparently there's an
instructions
alarm
from
as
service
well.
personnel. Thank you for your visit to the observatory.
So there's an evacuation procedure. I am ready to have to fight for my life.
My jetpack. Finally some luck. The guy
yeah,
that took
so,
my armor must have dropped it. Now, all I need to do is find a way out, cross kilometers of enemy territory, and find out why my brother tried to kill me. What could go wrong?
Apparently Jax used to have a jetpack. And here it is. You can take it. And as you can see, you need to press twice on the jump button and hold it in order to use the jetpack. You can see how much battery it has. Fortunately, it's recharging. Unfortunately, in the beginning of the game, it doesn't last that long. So make sure you level up using anything you find. As you can see, you can take toilet paper, you can take cigarettes, you can take basically anything you find. And I advise you to take all of that, because anything that can be sold will help you. Yeah, so I even found a chest over here with some worker pants and some small healing potion. Another useful thing in this game is to get yourself some armor. The better the armor, well, basically like any other game, the better the armor, the better you can actually stand against tougher opponents. Yeah, so let's see these pants. They don't add that much armor, it's only 3 to armor, but anything is better than 0, I guess. Once again, let's see if I can find something here. Apparently no. I don't want to use those torches just yet. Let's see. Yeah, so if you have a weapon already out, you will be able to see some enemies. Usually they show up on the radar. As you can see at the top right, I have a radar. So they will show in red if they are aggressive towards you. These small rats are basically neutral, so they don't show up. Okay, so I can actually get more cigarettes, which can be sold later on. So it's time to go outside, I think. More
Edan,
magnesium
the
torches
land
over
of
here.
berserkers. If they recognize me, they could finish Calix's job for him.
Yeah, so apparently once you go out, I even found some ELEX. You are in the land of the berserkers. And just as Jack said, this is very dangerous for him, since he is an Alp commander and the Alps were actually waging war on everyone. Still, as you come close to this guy, you get yourself in a bad situation. Basically, the Alps are quite powerful.
Come on, get up.
And Jax forgot that he doesn't have his
If you're gonna make a
equipment,
habit of
his
attacking
ELEX
people
and
without
everything.
warning, you should get better at it. I heard you before you even left the ruins.
Someone tried to kill me. They stole my armor and my equipment. Then I find you here waiting to finish the job.
First you attack me, then you accuse me of being
Yeah,
a
so
thief
apparently
and a
this guy
murderer.
is a
If I
berserker.
wanted you dead, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Trust me. You need to apologize.
Prove you're not the thief. And I might
And of
trust
course you can talk
Only
for a
facts
bit.
matter, not words.
Trusting people quickly out here is as good a way to get killed as walking around without a decent weapon. Which means you just got very, very lucky. I can
So
help
as you
find a
finish
safe
your
place and
missions
new
or your
equipment.
quests, you will
If
get
stop
some
trying to
experience
attack
for
me.
it, which
Why
can
would
be
you help
added
me?
to
That's
your
my
level
job.
up.
I look for people out here and help them reach Goliath. You'll be safe there.
Safe?
So
can
as
be
you can
some
see,
kind of
this guy
safe.
is a
What is
berserker
it you really
recruiter.
want?
I want this war to be over. Until then, Goliath needs more people to survive. And people need a safe place to go. Well, a safer place than being out here on your own. But you're welcome to stay and risk being picked up by an Alb raiding party. Between them and the Rotboars, you won't live long. Say, you didn't see anyone else up there in the ruins, did you? You're the first person I found this trip, and it would save me a trip up there to check.
Yeah, so
You can
you
save
can actually
yourself,
tell him
thief.
that there's no one
There's
over
no one
there.
up there.
Well, then you got really lucky. An Alb raider crashed a few days ago, and their scouts keep
As you
looking
can
for
see,
him.
the
Trust
coal
me,
level of
you
the
don't wanna run into
character
a party of
decreased.
Albs. But hey, enough talk.
Basically,
You need
that
to
will
decide what you're gonna do.
influence
I'm going
the
back to Goliath.
ending
You
of
can
the
come with
game.
me if you like. Safety, security, and you can find work to earn enough to buy equipment. If you want a chance to survive, it's the best offer you'll get. That's why I joined the Berserkers. Out here, drifting and hoping to stay alive. I knew it was only a matter of time before my luck ran out. I know joining a faction doesn't appeal to everyone, but it gave me purpose. And what have you got to lose right now?
Yeah, so
Nothing
this
from what I
guy
can
will
see.
actually take you on to a faction.
I will come with you.
Trust is earned. That goes both ways. You better remember that. Every choice you make adds up in this world. The way you speak to people will determine your course in life.
Yeah, so
Just take a look
exactly
at
as he
yourself.
says,
No armor, no weapons,
every
no
choice does
companions.
matter
You've not
towards
exactly
your
succeeded
cold
in
and
life. Well,
towards your
all
cold
that
level.
changes today. Whatever you've done before, your life can start again. A new beginning. When the next Alb raiding party comes down from the north looking for ELEX, the people of Goliath will defend you. You won't see the inside of a converter with us to protect you. Instead, you'll get a chance to prove yourself. To join us.
Yeah, so just like in life, if you want
Like I
to
said, Goliath needs people. Warriors,
have
cultivators,
people
hunters, storekeepers.
help you,
Whatever your skills,
then you
we can
have
find
to
a place
prove
for you.
yourself worthy to help.
You'll
As you
train
can
me,
see, you
give
can
me
ask about
equipment.
If you stay, you'll have to earn your place. But
the
be you
camps.
cleric, outlaw, or alb, that's true everywhere. Sure, you'll get given orders and you'll have to follow the law, but it's not like you have things easy out here. Look, we can keep talking, but it's... So, what's it gonna be? Are you gonna stay here, or come with me?
Yeah, so at this point I will just go with him. It's safer to go in the beginning with
I will
him.
trust you. For now.
Yes, well, I'll take that as a compliment. You won't regret it. Combat, magic... If those interest you, then the Berserkers offer training to people who join their ranks. We'll make a warrior of you. We should get going. This is Rotboard territory. You won't last long if a pack of them turn up here. Follow me to Goliath, and you can earn the ELEX to buy armor and supplies. Trust me.
So as you can
You'll
see,
need 'em.
he can actually help you get to Goliath, which is
I want to find the...
Well, for anything stolen...
Where do I find...
Huh. But, hey, I wouldn't rush after it.
basically a way to survive. And now you can go to Goliath.
Lead the way.
Then follow me. And if we lose each other for any reason, you'll find Goliath to the east, at the foot of the mountain. Just look for the light from our mana shrine. You can see that from a good distance away. Oh, and the name's Duras. Pleased to meet you.
Just lead the way.
Very well. And keep up. Keep your eyes open.
The best
We're entering the hunting grounds of some of the local
thing about
wildlife.
this is that there you go, you can actually sprint. As you can see, all of your actions that require some effort, like sprinting and attacking, or evading, will cost you stamina, so make sure not to
And neither of us want to end
waste
up
it.
as Rotboard food. Are you ready to go on?
So one of the good things about being helped, and you can actually get yourself a weapon over here. One of the things about getting help from Duras is the fact that
Let's go.
you will gain experience even if he kills some creature.
Okay. Watch your step. I've never come through this area once without getting attacked.
If it's...
Magalan, a living... But they need more people. We should move on.
Yeah, so basically he's always
Let's keep
on the
going.
scouting
All
part
right.
of
Follow me.
things. He doesn't like to stay in their main camp, apparently. Now, if I'm here, I can actually get some plants.
Are you ready to go on?
What are the ruins over there?
Remnants of the old world.
And I even managed to get myself a new level.
Can we find anything?
Maybe. Maybe. A group of clerics came through this area a few days
So
ago.
as you can see, you
A
can
scouting
actually
party reconnoitering
do
Goliath.
an
Well,
early
that
mission
was
by
the
going
plan.
to some ruins with him.
The only good...
So, you think the value of life is... Well, you'll find many that agree with you. But, for me, if Magal... Why haven't you joined a faction?
Now, as you can see, he can actually ask you about some things.
I have no... I cannot decide whether to join.
Well, we have a choice. We could see if the clerics...
You want us to go in?
Yeah,
That's
so
up to
you can
you.
actually do this.
But there's a risk to that. So, maybe we should just head straight for Goliath.
Since
better
it
warn you
will
that the creatures in
give
there
you the chance
won't
to
take
get some
prisoners.
equipment.
It would definitely be safer to bypass them for now. So, what do you think? Shall we risk entering the ruins?
Yeah, so let's risk it.
Brave choice. Opportunities are there to be seized.
Yeah, so after
Those
leveling
clerics are
up,
around here somewhere.
you can get yourself some abilities. Unfortunately, these will cost you both ELEX skill points, and you will need to have certain things unlocked before. So yeah, I will need to earn my ELEX, but I can still save my skill points. Yeah, so let's see. This one I actually got earlier, this one I actually got earlier. And I've also unlocked more ruins. As you can see, part of the survive, you've got following Duras into the ruins. Contact is you going to some raiders in the area. You can find your stolen equipment. Also, so now it's time to raid this outpost. Yeah, so you can actually save the game pretty much at any point.
Let's go.
Yeah, so as you can see, there are some strong enemies. Make sure to always loot them,
moving.
or at least in the beginning. Don't forget to get your weapon ready. Yeah, so these are even stronger. They're called rothboars.
Looks like someone used this as a camp before.
And
maybe I could use it. This place will
as you can see, they have a threat level above their head, which means they can actually hurt you.
Let's go. I'll get this one.
You can lose the clerics, and of course you can help this guy fight the rothboars. Yeah, so don't forget to use your potions, and make sure to stay next to Duras, because he will go.
Moving. These ruins look like they were some sort of machine shop.
You know about the old
Only what I've learned on my travels.
ruins and wreck.
Irrelevant?
Yeah, so since you got here, my advice is to actually look around for these clerics, get their weapons, which you can actually trade later. As you can see, I even found some chest over here. I think there's one more cleric down here. Let me see if I can use one of those magnesium torches. If I remember where they are. Yeah, so you can actually assign them to one of your slots and hold them in your hand as torches. As you can see, there are more things you can find around here. You can even go downstairs, but I won't advise you to do it just yet. You can sleep over here. I even found some elixir. There's some propaganda from the clerics. And let me just take my torch back. So I found another rusty axe. And quite a lot of elixir over here. Apparently there are some shoes over there, but I cannot take them. Just get more experience. Yeah, so let's go higher. Yeah, so I found another cleric weapon. Apparently all I need to do is find one more. Now, since I already took the risk of coming over here, it's better to explore as much as possible. There are a couple of useful items. Basically anything is useful early game. So I found a prayer book, I found all the cleric weapons, I found a recipe apparently, a carton of cigarettes, 200 cigarettes can be sold. There is a radio over here, which is mostly annoying. We've got a bundle of old money that doesn't actually do anything. If you want, you can use your backpack, your jetpack, sorry, in order to reach the top of this building. Or you can straight away talk to Duras. So we can actually go this way for a little bit. So as far as I remember, there's no enemies around here, but there are things you can actually loot, and they are useful. Actually found myself
There was something hanging
nugget.
there.
Yeah, so there are some special things that you can find. As you can see, you can even open and see more details about the written things you found. You'll get experience by doing so. Yeah, so you could actually equip these, but you cannot actually do much with them. You don't have what you need to use them. You've got the gold nugget over here. Yeah, so these cigarettes will come in handy at some point. I can get myself some ELEX. And although this says you can unlock something, you cannot really unlock it because you need a cleric trainer in this case. Let's see, I think I just unlocked more missions. Yeah, so let's see. There's a sleeping bag over here, some natural ELEX, more cigarettes, take them. Pack of cigarettes apparently. Now from this point you can actually fly over there, and I will do it hopefully. Related to this chest, you will need to actually unlock more of these. Basically at this moment I only have one lock picking unlocked, skill point unlocked, because of the amulet that I'm wearing. So some items are useful. You can just keep them and equip them when needed. So that said, I do want to get over here. I actually found some mana and more arrows. Shotgun shells, more cigarettes. If you want, you can use this to go down the ladder. Earlier I found a teleporter, which is just outside this building. And it's something that you can use in the future. Let's get one more rat. Yeah, some fried meat over here. You can actually fry meat if you want to. You can use raw meat. At the moment I will keep that raw meat in case I'll need it for some quest or something. You never know when someone sends you after some meat, especially early game. Okay, so I found myself some more magnesium torches, some elixir, and as I said, this is a teleporter. And it will show up on your map. You can come back later to it. You can teleport from another teleporter. Basically, I want to save the game at this point. You do have autosave in case you want to. Yeah, so the reason why I want to save the game is because I want to go downstairs. See if there's anything over there. Apparently I will need myself a torch and find a way to go downstairs, if I remember where it was. Yeah, it was here. I think there's so there's nothing over here. Thinking there might be some enemies. Fortunately there weren't. But there are a couple of things. Apparently you can loot from here, including a small white gemstone. There's also a sleeping bag over here. And this guy will be experienced. apparently there is an enemy over here. Some round critter. Critters are usually easy to defeat, but they don't even give you that much experience anyway. And the runt version of various animals or mutants or whatever they are even easier to defeat. Yeah, so at this point
Here,
we can show
ELEX
the
technology.
cleric weapons.
Officially, you're supposed to hand it in when you arrive in Gold. Just don't go flashing those weapons around. You see, we leave the Albs and the cleric.
do you often...
All the factions. At least it's just raids. There have been, and it does
Yeah,
seem
so
like there are some clerics.
Duras is happy to answer
Let's
your
go on to
questions,
Goliath.
and of course he is
Follow
happy
me.
to
say
take you
there were
further
Albs in this area.
to Goliath.
How long ago was that?
The raider crashed a week ago. It's been quiet since then. Well, apart from the scouting party on the edge of the forest. It feels like something serious is brewing up there in Zakor. And that's bad news for us all.
Once again, you can collect some plants on
Let's
the
go.
way there. And as you can see, this guy is quite a
Let's
tough
go.
opponent. But he is a young version, which is the, let's call it run version. Yeah, so apparently there's one more animal over here, front fighter. You can let your companions fight. The issue with this is that they may get knocked down, and they won't be able to actually help you that much if they get knocked down. So try to help them while you're at it. As I said, since you're traveling together, and it's part of the quest, the mission, call it whatever, you will get experience from what they kill, so it doesn't necessarily have to be your kill. You can try to speak some more to him, but nothing actually happens. And apparently there was another enemy over here. Don't forget that you have the healing potions. After all, this is why I insisted on going to those ruins to get some loot. So you can always open this to check the map. I think we are getting close to Goliath. I think it's somewhere around here.
Are you ready to go on?
Yeah, so there we go. We have some buildings over here.
You should be able to make your... You can find supplies and get yourself
And
back on your
basically
feet,
this
Goliath.
is
And then
your quest completed, and you get some
So I can just leave
experience.
whenever I want.
you should try to get a better weapon and some armor before heading into the wasteland.
And as you can see, you also get some
Have a look around
advice
our community.
from
See what we
Duras
can offer.
regarding on what you
Happens
should do.
if you find an alb here.
They try and kill...
You think...
But that makes him... Well,
Yeah,
we
so-
have reached Goliath, but this is only... Look for me once...
By talking to him, you can actually find out more about it. And apparently you need to start helping people, because this way you can actually get Duras as a companion. And once you get here, you want to come over to this point to unlock the teleporter. As I said earlier, now basically by unlocking these points, you can teleport to that point, making it easier for you to travel across Magalan. Now let's see what else I got new. Yeah, so apparently I managed to get myself another level. Basically, when you want to get the attributes in, you want to check the abilities, because this way you can see exactly what you need. For example, if you want to start taking animal trophies, which can be sold, you will need to get both your intelligence and dexterity by 5 points higher. You can also upgrade your armor. Of course, each of these needs to be done at the proper trainer. You cannot do it by yourself. Now, on the other hand, if you want more damage, as you can see, you need to invest in both strength and dexterity. So basically this depends on your way of playing the game. At this point I think I might actually need to invest in these, because I can actually get some ELEX out of it. You can also go for lockpicking, so this will require dexterity and intelligence. Basically you will be forced to go higher with the dexterity anyway. So let's see. Let's go with 5 more of these, 5 of these, to apply the changes, and then you can actually use the learning points to unlock various things. For example, this, I already have the ELEX I require to learn it, but I need to find a survival trainer. There's some mushrooms called Cultivator's Loaf. If you can find some, you should keep them. There is some quest at some point requiring them. And as I said earlier, there is no durability when it comes to items. And as far as I remember, you can actually have an unlimited inventory. There are a couple of ways you can go around here, as you can see, by completing another mission and discovering this place. I can actually get some experience. Let's see. So you can expand or shut your missions. Now my mission is basically to enter Goliath, see exactly what I can do inside it. As you can see, there are more people around, and of course a guard that will stop you.
Invested in me by the warlords of Goliath, I hereby challenge you to state who you are and what you want. You should know that Goliath is eternally vigilant in its
this
search
guy
for
already
help.
gave me a headache. Yeah, so basically, since Dura sent you here, you can actually tell him about that.
Hand-me-ons, are ya? You better think about reporting to Ragnar, or one of the other warlords when you get in then. They'll check you're not an Alb spy. Alright. You can go in, but all weapons must remain sheathed. Start anything, and a paladin will turn you to ash faster than you can...
So as you can see, they have some
flash technology around. I don't expect any more or less from you.
rules over here.
Good. Then I welcome.
You can ask him more about what's
We stand as guardian.
Who's
the
Ragnar?
story of the camp.
Ragnar, he is the...
Who's in charge?
Weren't you listening? As long... Lord, I would... But you might get...
Right.
That's why... Follow...
So,
No. People were until
Okay. It's
outlaw. It don't work.
Basically,
Maybe.
if you want, you can go with
Pay your way. We are.
so
all of the dialogue
Yes.
options. If you
Then
want
you'll find
to
work.
this place.
listen
Where
to all
is-
of them, you can do it.
You're sure?
Everyone's workers. You'll need to. And the sharp.
You use sharp.
What else are you going to use?
Yeah, as you
Everyone
can see,
uses
this guy
Elixir as
tells
money.
you that
And don't
Elexit
start
is
on with
being
trying to-
used as money. So this is a good way for you to know what the currency is. Let me check that mission. Yeah, so basically I need to give these to someone. Let me see. I can get the map. Yeah, so I guess I'll have to go have a look around the camp, or just as that man said, I need to look for one of them leaders.
That guy wouldn't know his ass if a troll ripped it off and
So
showed it
as
to
you
him.
can see, they are ranked.
Don't take it
Some
personally.
of them are workers, some are cultivators.
That's all he's ever been.
As that guy said, there are some paladins. Apparently are the stronger ones. There's also some warriors around here. Now if you walk around, you will find some plants and some potions, which is nice. Even a pelt. Basically that might be useful in some quest later on. Yeah, so I want to explore a little bit, and then I'll probably have to go to one of the camp leaders and get myself some mission. Fortunately, I found some arrows. These will be useful, especially since they are free. Anything that's free is very good. Now you can use your jetpack here, but I advise you not to do it too often because, as Duras said, the berserkers don't actually like technology. So try not to get them mad at you if you want to get some missions from them. Yeah, so basically these are called manas, then red gems. They're considered purified ELEX. Yeah, there are some people over here you can talk to. Not all of them worth to talk to. And this is their scrap heap. That's where they throw in various things. Yeah, so I will try to go and find Duras. Hopefully. Apparently no one is bothered by my presence.
So, and what is your crime?
But once you get to this point, this guy
I am
will
Warlord Ragnar, patron of
go
this
after you.
Berserker settlement while Master Thorold is on pilgrimage. Anyone who commits a crime must answer to me. Emissaries from the other communities.
Yeah, so
also have
just
to
like
speak
his
to me
name
first.
says, and
So,
his
are you an
looks
emissary? Why are you here? Speak.
suggest, he is a good warrior, and he will actually ask you who you are.
I'm actually
You can
not
go with
from
this
town.
one.
No. So you had better think very carefully. Again.
I'm looking for work.
You can
can
prove
ask for
yourself
work, of
by
course.
helping the people. There is more than enough. So if you want to be tough, these rules are... If you serve, because if not...
You're the boss.
Yes. Heed my advice. Is there anything...
Master Thor.
You can ask about
What kind
the
of man is he?
main leader of the
Arl
camp,
is
who's not here at the
He
moment.
has his knowledge.
Do you think?
The Berserker.
I heard you.
War take... At the... And with Matt Cormag Agro...
How is?
Oh, then they said... You'll... Since
Yeah,
then
so
they have raided...
basically, as long as you don't give yourself as
There's
being
a group
an
of
alp
Alps.
just yet,
Where can I find?
Look
you
for him in the
can
warriors'
ask
quarter.
some more questions.
Where is the war?
That would be near the...
Where can I buy armor like yours?
You can't simply
Yeah,
buy
so,
a warlord's armor. You don't
that
even
was
have the
way
rank
too
of a
much.
cultivator, let alone that of a
As you
warrior.
can see, they do have
And if
different
you
ranks.
want
You need to
warlord's
pass
armor,
through cultivator, warrior,
slow down, friend.
some other ranks,
First
and
prove
maybe
to me
then
that you
get
would be a
his.
good cultivator. So,
Yeah, so as you can see, you do start the mission.
Let's assume I.
yes,
What kind of special task?
special tasks.
Because I see. Yes, it's a pack.
I have to admit, at least you're... But it also takes...
Yes.
There are many things. Food. Speak to the... And if you're planning... A lot of people...
Yeah, so just as he said, you actually need to talk to people and earn your place in their society. You can always check the missions over here. So, as you can see, you start this one, free as a bird, which basically makes you choose between the three factions: berserkers, clerics, or outlaws. You actually want to wait a little bit until you make that choice, get some experience by doing faction-less quests. Yeah, so as you can see, you were suggested to start looking for some people. And of course, if you want some better way to get yourself known into the world, you will need a better weapon and some other stuff. If I remember well, some are higher. I should be able to find Duras, and he might actually give me some pointers on this.
You should come with me.
As
See
you can see,
something
there's
more
some
than
named
Goliath.
people. You can talk to them.
Ah, income. That's more of a reason. If
Or
we
maybe
keep
not.
doing the same things, this war won't end.
This guy is a healer apparently, but not one that can talk to you.
Hey, did you know there were some weapons brought back here to Goliath? Energy weapons taken from the clerics? I'd be interested in
And
getting a look
apparently
at them,
this guy
if
knows
you
more
know
than he should.
How I could get a chance to do that?
Be careful.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I didn't... Listen, what I need is some help. Let's be straight. You recently tracked down a pair of...
Is that an accusation?
This is a small town with lots of... So...
I have no
you
idea
given
how
those
this guy
weapons over to them?
found out.
I know some
Probably
people who would be happy to
Duras
pay for them.
told him.
Are you some...
Me? I just know some interested... I'm sure they would be grateful for your help.
friends?
That sort of accusation can get...
I can't get...
For the moment, I
it's a-
choose not to
Some
give
say
him
ELEX...
any
Of course. And should you...
weapons.
No.
Then soup. A loss for... Go. Hand them in.
You don't think...
Look at the people here.
You're...
Okay.
So apparently this guy
I was the only one. Besides, there are...
supports what the clerics think.
So, that depends. Traders, you'll need to look, and whatever you want to... I could...
But...
Well, since you disagreed with me about the cleric's weapons, I'd expect you'd refuse an offer of food.
Is there anything
Yeah,
else?
of course, you
Don't
can
get me wrong,
always ask
people-
more questions.
All of which is 1,000
After
times
all, the
better than you could
better
expect from
you
the
know
out-
the society,
people
the
of Tavern.
better
What I don't understand-
chances you
Certainly the
stand
play-
on
Sounds like...
What about you?
gaining their trust. Yeah, so you
I
can
wanna
ask
know
about the other
Join the
factions as
Outlaws.
well.
Big. Enjoy it.
Tell me more.
You know about the...
So...
So the clerics... The clerics think that with collect...
Yeah, so this guy is obviously a cleric undercover. As you can see, you can steal things, but it is forbidden. So maybe not do it, as you can get yourself into trouble. So as I said, at the top of this there's a high chance that I can find Duras, the man who actually brought me here, and maybe he can give me some pointers on how to get better armor and everything. Yeah, so since you have an infinite inventory, you are free to actually take everything. And there we go, we've got
decided to stick
Duras
around.
over here.
Well, I've been given a job.
Tell me about the job.
And you
Well,
can help
the
him
task I have
regarding
on offer
some
should
job
profit
he
you and-
received.
Though it's not the best way to sell it. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliath a few months ago. A rather There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
Tell me about...
Yeah, so basically by
His
helping
name was
him with
Ascor.
this,
He was a warrior, newly
you
promoted
can
from
actually gain
cultivator.
him as a companion,
Ragnar
and
had high hopes for
he
him,
does look quite
but
strong, so
Ascor wasn't.
this might be a good idea.
He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Ascor's body rotten up in the fort. It looks like he was... They didn't find any...
And you
Yeah,
think
so
I
as you
can
can
find
see,
the
he
killer?
does
You're a
give
stranger.
you
What kind of
plenty of
To be honest,
information about
but
this mission.
Ragnar, me, I think it's a wild goose chase. But if a war...
Is this why you... to do your dirt?
I brought you to Goliath to give you a chance.
This Ragnar...
Ascor was... But... So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects.
Yeah, so apparently there's
No
5
idea
suspects.
why these 5 exactly, but
I'll find them.
Ragnar wants answers. He's... Myself, and who knows? Maybe...
Yeah, the mission is called a tooth for a tooth, apparently.
Suspects talk to me.
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions.
Duras can
Let
even
me know if you
give
need
you
help.
pointers on how to make them to talk.
Who are the suspects?
And of course, he
A
can
group of
tell you
people
who
were
these
out there
people
in the
are.
forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. Last are Irdor and Rock. Rock I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Irdor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but they were all outside Goliath.
What do you want me to ask?
You can of course ask about
I doubt you.
the questions
They're all still out there.
that you must ask them. And basically, once you help him enough and you ask him about being a good team or not, he will be able to join you. But before joining you, as I said, you need to do this one. Tooth for a tooth. And you need to talk to those people. Now, aside from that, there are some warlords around. You can ask for jobs. One of them is right close to where Duras is. More than that, if you go up these stairs, you will find Ragnar's house. And you will also find another teleporter which can allow you to fast travel. So basically at this point I managed to unlock 3 of them. So let's say you get out here for some mission. If you don't want to get yourself in danger by avoiding things or something like that, and you have to end the mission here, you can just come to the teleporter. Apparently this is for free, so I will take it. You can apparently use some workbenches and improve your equipment. It will require various parts. And most of the time it also requires some elixir, so make sure you have plenty of elixir before trying to do any of those things. And one of the things that you actually want is these, the ELEX drinks, strong ELEX drinks, because they help you get attribute or skill points. As you can see, you can even craft jewelry, but you will need to unlock the goldsmith for it. You can play with the gems. You can brew various potions, as you can see, but they do have requirements. For example, look, you've got the mana potion, requires you to be a berserker. You've got the mental energy reserves, you need to be a cleric for that. You can craft yourself healing potions, as you can see, but you will need to learn chemistry before that, and you will need the healing potions in order to turn them to a large healing potion, apparently. For healing potions, you need small healing potions. I cannot find the small healing potions anywhere. So I'm not sure if you can brew them. There are some chemicals you can brew. These are basically working like drugs, and you need various things, various ingredients, as well as chemistry unlocked. The thing is, as you can see, they are useful for a certain amount of time, so you can use this chem to get yourself 20 stamina extra, but you get 50% less experience and it's only lasting for 45 seconds. Honestly, it's not worth it. This one will give you 100 health and it's lasting for even less. So, not really worth it. Yeah, so apparently you can find various things over here, but it will mean you have to steal them. Don't steal them, because you will get into trouble. Anything that says take, you can take. If it says forbidden, don't touch them. Unless you are ready to suffer some consequences, of course. Now, on top of the hotel, you can find some scraps. There's a rat over here, can give you a bit of experience. And some bones. Yeah, so even though it's just 2 experience, it is worth it in the long run. You will need plenty of it at some point. You can collect some more plants. As I said, if you want, you can actually use your jetpack. Just these people won't really like it. So let's see if I can actually get some mission. There's a war leader over here called Cormag.
Welcome in. Goliath has always. As for me,
Will I have...
it will mostly be talk. If you want, once they do, you will have a... And they will... We Berserkers believe...
Who are you?
I am
Of course, you can ask information about him. This guy is quite nice. He will be nice to you.
What do you think?
Our laws bind us. How we interpret death and exile.
You think?
Dedicated. Just a man. Now, but after all, whatever my...
Are there problems?
Give any group an... But anyone who...
You have
Not traitors. You think... I say that...
Yeah, so as you can see, you can get quite a lot of information. And of course, you can always offer to help.
You could do me a favor and talk to Elder. He's been speaking out against the Eisen clan. But I'm not sure of the... You will find him. I'd be grateful.
And I actually managed to get myself a new mission in Adan. And this one takes me to talk to Eldur. Basically, there will be a dialogue that you get once you open your menu, because you're using technology. So the Berserkers will not be so happy. You don't need to worry because no one will attack you. They do find it not suited, but they leave you alone. Yeah, so let me see what exactly I have over here. Yeah, so apparently I should actually find a survival trainer to teach me that, and I need to find someone to actually buy things from me. I have a couple of things to sell. Let's see. Now, if you come over here, you will find Cauldron.
Welcome to the manor. Have you been sent here with it, or are you here? Speak now.
You're here.
Ah, well, you will perhaps not. We cure and from that curse, we bring the
He
blessing.
can tell you exactly how they are.
It sounds like you're
Saving our world, the only work that matters. This is the
purifying
where
the
ELEX
ELEX and
one day
transforming
all
it
ELEX
into
will
mana.
come here, and until the power. Tell me, you've not said something brought.
I think you can actually tell this guy the
You are
truth.
an alb, no more. It is ELEX that turns. Without that, now, please, it is the. She is dosed, but Magalan does not. The power it. One sign.
What do you
Yeah,
do?
so as you can see, you can ask a couple of questions from him.
So, well,
How does mana?
that we those who
Isn't mana?
it is the power you can see, and we use mana puts the energy. So, transmute. We place the ELEX in them as the ELEX.
You say
Yes, the ELEX last week.
Yeah,
At the
so
same time,
basically, the more information you get,
so. Kral.
I think Kral is, but thinking, the search is for him.
and the more missions you can take on from them,
Maybe.
you can actually
Where
gain
would I need
the
to start
camp's
looking for
trust,
Kral?
The guards try,
which of course will allow you to get their weapons and their armor.
You're comfortable.
An alb is a man who has become a. It seems to me that you have. That makes you a rare. Still, you are. But though it is central. If you.
What are
The laws were late, but
Yeah, so
whatever word.
this guy can actually tell you about the laws.
what do you?
Our mana. It is mana that the mana. It makes. But
He can
World
tell you about
hearts.
something called world hearts.
hearts are the center. They are plants. They bring the soil.
What goods?
Sure.
And he can actually work as a trader. As you can see, he has certain items like mana potions, mana instructions on how to make certain amulets. Apparently he has something for healing potions, small healing potions. As you can see, you will need wine and small healing plants, or water bottles and small healing plants. You can make a ring apparently. As you can see, you will need elixir as well. Yeah, so at this point I don't have anything like that, but I do want to sell some things. I want to sell one of these. I want to sell the iron bar. Since I don't plan on using these, the mental energy reserves, I am going to sell them. These I think I might need later, so I am going to keep them. On the other hand, the fine cops hogs, the casket, the bundle of world money, toilet paper you can actually sell. You can sell the cigarettes. Okay, so you can actually accept the trade. Yeah, so if you go over this way, you will find an armor smith, apparently.
You think the armor? Well, my dear.
What's so good?
Quality. And as you go as a cult, so for cult, but a war.
Can I get?
I am only authorized to hand out a cultivator isn't allowed to wear it. So, if you want.
Yeah, so you can actually buy yourself some armor from this guy. And some swords, apparently. Let's see. So if you want a weapon, this is the guy you need to talk to. Just make sure that you look at the requirements, because you might end up coming for something and not being able to use it, and that's not very helpful. As you can see, they are quite expensive, so make sure that you can actually use them. There are also armor pieces you can get. Fortunately, I did manage to get myself one earlier. He can even sell you instructions on how to make something, arrows, or various raw materials. So I'm not going to buy anything from him. Over here, I think we've got another warlord.
Another damn. We ought to.
I'm here.
Escaping them? The clerics. They foul. Kill. The only.
Sounds like.
They won't. It's always 10 hood now.
Yeah, so as you can see, he really hates the elves a lot.
Why do you?
They take. They're like how many, and they tear it every.
So you don't.
It's a good thing he doesn't know I'm an elf.
And they did. No one.
That one you shouldn't try yet.
You want to?
I want to. What about?
Yeah, so
Tell me the mission.
he can actually send you after some elves.
It could be, or looking, whatever.
Where are they?
To the west. The Alps have been. It could be. We've had.
Teach me.
And he can actually teach you something. Now, this guy is a survival teacher, which is exactly the teacher I wanted, so I can get animal trophies. As you can see, all the skills will cost you both elixir and the skill point, but more than that, you will actually need to have the requirements ready. So at this point I will need to invest in Constitution if I want to be able to unlock the armor. These are basically perks. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, so once you go to your abilities, you can now see that you are able to take animal trophies, which means you can actually make ELEX when you start selling those trophies. As you can see, this guy gave you a mission, searching some clues. You can mark it on the map if you want, and then have a look at the map. As you can see, it will show you where the Alps might be. My advice, don't go for it yet. You're not ready. Believe me, you're not ready. I tried doing it once a long time ago. It's not a good thing. Fortunately, once you discover various trainers, they will show up on the map, and the traders as well. So this way you can actually know where you need to go once you need something. Oh. Yeah, so at this moment I want to go around Goliath. But later I will want to do some this one, tooth for tooth. So I will mark it on the map. Let's see. And as you can see, it will take you to various places. So you need to be ready for it. Since you're not strong enough, you might have to run for it at some point. Yeah, so initially I just want to take care of what I can do here in Goliath. Apparently down there's something called cultivator fields. Let me just see. I think there was another man over here maybe. Could give me some quest. Yeah, so if you need a
Stay alert out there.
weapon trader, there's one over here.
Understood.
And he does have various weapons. And I think the armor smith can be found over here. And there's another teleport stone, the teleporter next to it, the blacksmith. There's a recipe over here, don't take it or you will get into trouble. There's various things over here, once again, don't take them or you will get into trouble. But there's also a workbench, and you can use it once you learn some recipes. And the armor smith is here as well. Yeah, so as I said, I want to go around for a little bit and see what I can get from these people. There's another clan leader inside this building. This guy is an warrior, I don't need to talk to him. This guy is called Angrim.
Another one? What are you seeking here? Safety? All those things.
Who are you?
My name is Ang. It is my duty. We offer stick to break the law. You will have a
Yeah, so as you can see, you can ask more about the laws.
War. Nature.
What are the berserk?
They were laid down so the second law, our third, the fourth, the fifth law. Now,
what happens?
The warlords will hear evidence and pronounce sentence. Trade without a license, steal or cheat, and break one of the 5 laws, and justice may be harsher.
As you can see, they have various laws.
Who are the...
They're everyone you've seen.
Some of them might get you exiled, some of them might end up badly for you.
What do you think? What do we say? The and never for ELEX, whatever you...
Can't you?
Technology, it's we might know even now.
Yeah, so
this damned cleric must be found in...
Berserkers are really against the technology. Yeah, so you can ask him about some work.
You've taken our laws to heart.
I agree to follow
the laws.
Visit Jorah at the pit. All the captured weaponry from the last Alb attack has been stored there. Bring me one of the ELEX weapons.
And of course you need
follow the law. Speak to Jorah if you have any more questions. Now go.
Go take on some quests for him. Now, since Berserkers do have a strong opinion about not using technology, this is basically a trap. Let me get to the mission and mark it on the map. Yeah, so basically I need to come to this side. Yeah, so as I said, this is basically a trap. And the best way to avoid it is to refuse to take that weapon. Otherwise you will get into trouble.
Are you in need? It'll take...
Do you...
It is especially...
Yeah,
and
so apparently this woman is a healer.
Can you...
Let me have... You...
She can actually heal you and also give you some potions.
Yes. Take this.
Yeah, apparently she can give you instructions to how to make
You must...
I don't need to...
healing potion, which is
it's
good.
more powerful.
It's more...
Hurt.
Yes. I wish I...
What do you...
I met his ex... He... All...
What happened?
So she actually has quite a lot of information.
What can be done at the...
Let's see if I can actually find... No, this guy simply refuses to talk to me. Let me have a look around here for some plants. Yeah, basically I did receive
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
instructions on how to make a small healing potion, and it's wine and small healing plants. And of course I will need to unlock chemistry. In order to unlock chemistry, you need... where was it? You need more intelligence and a crafting trainer, of course. And ELEX it, because even when it comes to berserkers, you still need money. And so there are a couple of plants around here which you can use later. But now it's time to go to the man called Jorah.
Come with.
And as you can see, I am quite close to him. The marker of the quest is telling me. And I can see him on the radar. So basically, Jorah lives over here. And apparently he has some defective ELEX weapon. So in order to avoid a trap,
Hey,
talk
what's
to
that
him.
you're hiding there?
What are you...
There, on your arm. What is that?
It's an adjutor.
You can of course tell him about your
I've seen
adjutor.
several. It's ELEX technology, and that's sort of carrying a piece.
I'm not carrying it. It's an
So
implant.
since it's an implant, there's nothing
Well, that gives you a reason for not removing it. Well, you don't look like an owl.
you can
Too much
actually
color
do.
in your cheeks. Still, best you know that you should take it to the pit.
How do you get any...
We haven't rejected a clean so we come.
The pit?
Yeah, so you can ask
That's
more
where
about
we
the
take
pit.
all forbidden technology. Once we cure the soul, you will find.
Why not do...
You sound like one of those. Listen, there are books from the and so and if you have so the owl.
Surely.
Such is temptation.
Victoria.
In the short term, they have a love
So
of
there are
ELEX.
various options of dialogue, as you can see.
But Alps can...
Yes.
Try not to piss them off too much.
So...
So we...
You want me to...
You must have seen that monster made of metal that sits on the horizon.
What about...
The Alps. That machine, Amrex, it won't be an easy...
Why not?
And where do we stop? Amrek and the... It's up to us.
Yeah, so as you can see,
If ELEX
there
is so
are
bad,
some contradicting parts of it.
it's ELEX.
Yes. Maybe one... I'm glad it's...
So...
Oh, we need as much of it as... So, please...
I will get you the...
Good. Great.
As you can see,
Last
it
guy
did
we
give
sent
you
disappeared. He...
another quest. Some ELEX supplies. And now you can tell him that Angry
did he?
sent you.
Yes.
And you want me to give you this weapon, do you?
Of course, ask if he is allowed to give it to you.
Angrim sent you, why wouldn't... Orders are orders. What reason would I...
And in order to pass the test, tell him that ELEX weapons are forbidden, Goliath.
They are. They are forbidden to all berserkers. Angrim's task was a test.
And as
he
you
only
can
trusts
see,
those who question their orders
you managed to
according
pass
the
the
law.
test.
It seems you listened and have learned our law. Go back empty-handed. Angrim will give you a reward if you break our law.
Yeah, so your quest gets cancelled. But if you go back to Angrim, he will reward you. Or at least I hope so. Otherwise I've been walking around for nothing.
I can't leave. Storm said.
So let's see what the man has to say.
Jorah said I passed.
You have. Most people complete their tasks without thinking. You've a rare quality, as long as you prove to be honest.
Yeah, so you get 100 ELEX, which is good. He kind of had another quest, but I want to keep that one until later. It's kind of a tricky one. He needs you to help him uncover some hidden oops. Yeah, he needs you to uncover some hidden cleric.
You patch them up.
I already have an idea who that might be, since he already talked to me. That I think it's that guy Bertrand, if I remember well from when I played last time. The thing is, there's a chance that Bertrand can actually get you across the map to the cleric's camp, so it's a so-so. I still think I have those cleric weapons which I need to get rid of. I'm not exactly sure how I can get rid of them. These are completed, so I'm not interested in them. Yeah, so that's really good for me at the moment. I need to find a way to actually do something with these. Let's see if Jorah is able to take them off my hands. Earn myself some brownie points by giving them in.
Good day to you.
And apparently I can't. Annoying people. And let's see. There's some guy Ulrich over here.
Problem?
What problem?
Of the financial kind.
I'm listening.
Apparently he has a way to help your finances.
Except maybe being impaled. But, and I'm getting to, then there's an, and if you did, then
Why should I?
Cause I'm a hooded I'm a good
Clan?
The so.
Rare items?
Rare is, you could spend, or
You're looking.
I help when someone, no fun, and I just do.
About?
Yes.
You can actually sell him the cleric's weapons.
Are you crazy? That's way too hot for me. You get caught with those, and you
Maybe
can
not.
take my advice. You get and take this to help you remember. If anyone.
What's the cat?
Catch? What cat?
Do you take?
No. Smart knows how to, and I.
Okay, you can ask him about
I'm a brave.
our technology, apparently.
Exactly what?
Me. Born the cult.
And if I?
You could.
Do you need it?
Well.
Yes.
Well, Yora, the guy in charge there, needs help collecting things with ELEX in them. And here's you. So, how?
You want me?
Well, truth.
Any more?
You've noticed big building and...
Yes.
Well, I'm telling you, all you have to do is make it disappear.
Anything else?
Apparently there's plenty of things he's looking for.
What's the...
Well, there is one thing.
Tell me about...
Well, If you're sure.
Just tell.
Well, you see, Ragnar, one of Eric Ice.
Who is?
You've got
apparently
to have heard of him.
there is some rare sword.
Load of all. I'll give you.
Which you might not want to agree.
What items?
You can actually trade with him.
You could. I own. Well, of course.
I want to make a trade.
Always.
And as you can see, he has some shady things. And he does have picklocks or lockpicks. He has natural ELEX, which is quite a rare resource. You can actually sell him things, which comes in very handy. Yeah. Let's see if I can actually give some of those weapons to this guy or not.
Good day to you.
Apparently not. Maybe I can find that Bertrand guy and sell him the cleric's weapons.
Wisdom guide you.
Apparently I cannot do it. Yeah, so inside this building you will find some
Another incomer. Are you here to
Trader.
to fight or just because they are supposed
Magic ups.
mana work here, but then in any case, even
What do you have?
you can take the selection. Of course,
I need.
I can't. You can only get that sort, but he'll only sell to and
so
even
as you can see the condition, if you want
the
something
more hands we have working
like
in
armor and weapons, you need to be a berserker.
It sounds.
Oh, but let's start with the and then it's time. If we don't,
You're right.
my own. I need these. Can you?
Where can I?
The pill. You know.
Yeah, so apparently you can learn quite a couple of things from her.
I will speak.
Thank you. My hunt, but we can't.
It sound.
No guards.
Yes.
Now,
And you know.
well, if
And she
straight.
can actually
Interesting to know.
tell you about the outlaws.
Teach
She
me
can
something.
also teach you something. She is a personality teacher. She can actually help you get discounts with traders. There are a couple of useful things when it comes to what she can teach you, but most of them are for later in the game. Of course, you can also trade with her. As you can see, she doesn't have very strong things for you, so it's not really worth it. And things like these, the mandibles or the glands, these are the, or pelts, these are the things that you can get from animals once you learn animal trophies. Yeah, so basically this is pretty much the camp. There's some cultivator side over there where you can do some quests, but this is mainly the first episode. It was about getting into Goliath. Let's see. Yeah, so basically this is Goliath with all its traders and everything. over here. This part is called the Dan, part of it. And this is the Tavar Desert. This is the Clerics area. This is Zakor, the part that involves the Alps. This is some colony that accepts all of them. I will get to that at some point. Yeah, so until next episode, thank you for watching this one. Either if you watched it on live stream or if you are going to watch the video once it gets posted on my channel. So I'll see you during the next episode. Until then, bye bye.